Hello, my name is Sora. I am from Belgium and I am 30 and I've been living in Korea for nearly 2 years, I think. It's been quite some time already. I wanted to talk about my life here in South Korea and how different it can be from my life in Belgium. The things that are mostly different from life in Belgium, social interactions. That's really different. It's very interesting. For example, in Belgium, we wouldn't bow to people or use so much respect. I mean, we respect elders or older people, but not as much as in Korea. So there is a real age hierarchy that we have to respect here. And also there is, of course, the hierarchy at work. That is very important. It's more than just bowing and using a type of language. It's a lot more things, it's complicated. There is a lot of things that they are not being said here. It's kind of, how can I say, a skill, a social skill in Korea. I believe they call that nunchi, right? So yeah, if you are good at nunchi, you will be fine. You will survive here. For example, when you live in Seoul, even though it's a very big city, it can be really impressive. You don't feel that scared. The safety here is actually better than in Belgium. For example, at night, when I go back home really late, which happens a lot, not because I party, because yeah, I work hard. But yeah, sometimes I come back home really late, and when it happened in Belgium, in Brussels, for example, I was very stressed. And I'm not a very stressed person. I'm pretty chill. But in Belgium, yeah, you have to be a bit more careful than in Seoul. It's like there are cameras everywhere. So I think that also helps. That's a thing. And then you have the convenience. That's also why I chose to live in South Korea. It's way more convenient, like technologies are more exploited than in Belgium, so people here use them more and are more aware of them. Payments. For example, you can pay with KakaoTalk, which is kind of WhatsApp in Korea, right? You can pay directly there, right? It's so convenient. You don't have to do the transfer and stuff. It's just one click and money is gone. So things like that, but also like public transportation is very efficient in South Korea. I used to have a transportation card that I got at the airport when I arrived, and it's called T-Money. So this card, you can charge it at the subway stations, but can have, if you have a Korean bank account, if you work here, you can directly be able to pay with your bank card, your credit card. So that's super convenient. And I saw many Koreans, they have their phone and they put the credit card on the back of their phone, like there is a small pocket on their, what you call that, phone case. So they just put the credit card there and then just tap, and that's it. So that's really cool, and it's also very cheap because in Belgium, if you want to pay like this, like one way, just one way, it's like €2.50. Yes, if we talk about the subway itself, it's more clean in South Korea. Cleanness, I love it. So the first time I used the subway was when I arrived. So directly from the airport, there is a subway line that connects to Seoul. I came by myself alone, so I was super hungry. So I bought, at the airport there are so many food places, and I just bought like something from Paris Baguette, and I also had a shock there because there was no baguette. But anyway, I bought like a small dessert, and my plan was to eat it in the subway. But then when I went inside, first of all, there was no noise at all. It was so silent, so I was like, I wanted, to cool, and I was like, okay, no, I will wait. Everyone was looking at me like, don't you dare opening this. So I didn't open it. You cannot eat or drink on the subway, but that doesn't matter. At least it's clean, it doesn't smell. It makes you learn to wait, to be patient. Okay, just to show you a little bit how it is in the subway, I took a video when I came here. So you can see how clean it is. That's the main thing, and how new actually. And also the thing you cannot avoid noticing is how quiet. It is no one is talking, and then you have the little music to announce the next station. Yeah, and you have here, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but here there is a seat that in a different color. Usually it's pink, right? For pregnant women or also maybe elderly women can use it. Or if you are suffering, like you have a problem, you can also sit there, but it's usually for pregnant women. And also usually in each car, there is a space for elderly people. It doesn't show here, but yeah, on one side there is a space and they can sit there and no one else can sit. Don't you dare sit there. Yeah, and there is here the screen where they write when is the next stop, what is the name of the next stop, and usually they write it in different languages. You can also hear it. Oh, that's the door opening. And also what is really nice in South Korea is how people line up at the door. I remember in Brussels, people can just enter like this. But here people just line up really nicely and they wait. Okay, so first thing, if you know you are going to stay in Belgium, make a subscription. It can be 1 month or several months or 1 year, it depends. Don't use the one-way ticket because it's way cheaper. And if you're a student, it's a ridiculous price. And you can use the bus, the train, the subway, trams, etc. That I actually prefer in Belgium for once. It's like usually if you are a woman, some guys will let you sit, yeah, if you are standing. We have this kind of gentleman thing. Yeah, we tend to give the seats a bit more. So why I decided to stay in Korea, how can I say? First, I feel more safe, that's for sure. So I'm a person who like living in a city. I don't really enjoy the countryside. I like going there for vacation, but I don't like living there. So I like the convenience of the city, like in terms of transportation, access. Yeah, I like being entertained. So especially in Seoul, I think you can never be bored. I swear. Also the fact that everything is open pretty late. Since I'm kind of old, I like when I can go to a restaurant like late or to a game center, to 노래방 or go to an exhibition late or go to a shop, just a store. Before the pandemic, it was open until sometime midnight, even bakery. So there's something you can never see in my country. Bakeries or restaurants. I think bakeries even like at 8, they are closed. Shops at 7 at most, they are closed. So it's very different. And here in Korea, they like to do a lot of events and there are always things happening. You can never be bored, I swear. It's been 2 years and I still have a lot of things I want to do. Like I have a list. So many things are not checked. How can I say, it's more related to working in Korea. It's like when you're a tourist, you might not feel those cons, but because I work here, there are things that it's really hard for me to understand or get used to. So for example, when you have the 사장님 or someone who's higher than you, it's hard to be blamed for something that you didn't do. It's not your fault, but you are blamed for it. Or never say sorry and then but. I mean, it's already not a real apology when you say that, right? But in Korea especially, you cannot explain yourself. Just say sorry. That's a thing it's hard because I travel a lot and I can adapt easily usually, but yeah, this is still, I have really to levitate. Okay, so today I talk about how my life changed in South Korea and I have so much more things to say, so I hope I can come again. But if you like this video, please like, subscribe and comment below. Thank you!